Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors, rather. Back to the Outer Worlds 2 with me, your host, Ollamh. Hopefully everything is, like, normalized now, and I actually, like, reinstalled OBS, like, to make sure that I have the latest version, just to make sure, because it's like, that's what was screwing up. But anyway, yes, we are going to nail down we are going to look into the smuggling ring that's going on. We're going to reunite, and we're going to reunite Niles with his doctor friend. After finding out the DeVries was apparently not only part of the Earth Directorate, she was posing as part, and under her orders, was posing as a member of the Protectorate, but she was also part of the scientific religious nut community. So let's jump in and make sure that everything, and see if everything's gonna actually work now. All right. So we are sticking at 60 frames per second. Good.
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. Just taro excrement.
Oh my goodness.
That must be the greenhouse. You know, one where that Emmeline is supposed to be moving stolen goods.
Yep, that's the place, all right.
I'm simply not credulous enough to accept this is where I've ended up. I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I have far too many claims on my time to be able to cater to the curious at the moment.
Well, this looks like a lot of work. Is it just you here?
I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. So, I'm on my own here, breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. Oh, the bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to work this place. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work?
Well, now, security thinks you're up to more than growing plants. Care to tell me what's going on?
Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you?
No, but I've played the game too, and I want to know how you're getting away with it.
Nah, it's only a crime if you get caught. And you only get caught if you cause enough trouble that excessive corporate malfeasance has no choice but to haul you in. So long as you respect their boundaries, keep the right palms greased, and apply a bit of discretion, it's easy enough to do just about anything you need done. But since the original crew we sent here couldn't handle those 3 simple rules, it does so happen I have an opening for a well-paid accomplice. Interested?
Absolutely. I'm always on the hunt for exciting opportunities.
Wonderful. Your jib is exactly the kind of cut we could use right now. And I've got a whole cartridge of bits that's been waiting for someone to earn it. I'm part of Sub Rosa. We're a group of merchants, information brokers, and commodity traders who deal outside the systems most folk are confined by. We're the best way to get things done in anti-space if you're looking for profit. Want to buy it, sell it, move it? We've got someone to do it for you.
So you're on the black market on Arcadia? Sounds good to me.
Well, isn't that just wonderful? I had no suspicion when you walked through my door that you'd help resolve the last of the morass Paradise Island has become for us. And all we need you to do is access Quartermaster Cardos's terminal and scrub any Spectrum vodka from her ledgers.
Right,
It's
sounds
already been
easy.
resold, so having it in her system could become problematic. Expunge it, and I get you some bits, and the friendship of Sub Rosa all over the system. You get me?
I get you. I'll be back when it's done.
And I'll be waiting here with your bits.
All right, sounds good.
So who are you rooting for in the tossball league?
So we need to get him down here. All right.
It's a season.
Tossball? You mean pitchball?
I mean tossball. You know, weekend zones, football, offside hooks.
I still find it odd that we're just running around with our
Still warm.
gun
Come
pull.
on, baby. I can't help you if you don't tell me what's wrong.
Whoever
Whoever fixes this rift problem is definitely getting a hull-side suite with an Elysian view in head office tower. This ain't so Auntie's choice makes a cream for it.
All right, so yeah. All right, and it's in here where we need to be. All right, looks like everything.
Must have been bored out of their skulls before we showed up. Now I can bear feels like real shit.
So here's the gal. There's her office. Now, I don't think just going in the front door is going to be a good idea. Is there a way in through up here? Does not look it. No. All right, so we literally just have to go straight in the door. Display current inventory. Replenishment terminal keycard. Okay. So we need the replenishment terminal keycard.
Let me guess. Gun keeps jamming, armor don't quite fit snug as you like. State your division and I'll get you outfitted. Quick and proper, or your next provision's free.
Well, I'm not exactly, I'm not with Auntie's Choice, not officially.
Astounded the minister hasn't yet converted you to our cause. But in the meantime, I'll trade you my own bona fides for jotting down your name. All bits spend the same to me. As Chief Replenishment Officer, it's my privileged duty to furnish our brave troops with all of their wartime essentials. You could say I put the ration in liberation. Tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to supply you.
Well, it just so happens that some workers at Spires Grove got stuck on a harvester, but I already fixed it.
Those hoople heads. First they botched their work up here, now the Grove. If there were medals for incompetence, they'd be well decorated. Well, I thank you for helping them out. Sorry you had to go out of your way. What do you need this time?
I wondered if I could have a look at your terminal.
Now there's an odd request. If you've got queries about my stock, I'm sure I can answer them for you. Wait one rat-gone moment. Did Miss Galloway put you up to this? She asked me
Why do
for
you
terminal
ask?
access not even a fortnight ago. I'd call it coincidence if it didn't feel so much like conspiracy. I can't for the life of me adduce a reason as to why a greenhouse manager would be interested in military inventory. What kind of plants are we growing in there?
Terrible man-eating ones that'll put the fear of foliage into every protectorate farmer.
All the while, I thought they were growing healthy little comestibles. They were planting the seeds for psychological warfare. Literally. Shows what I know. All right. Ms. Galloway can have access, but only because I believe in not biting the hand that feeds. Or, in this case, grows. Keycard to access the terminals, right here on the boxes beside me. Feel free to nab it.
Well, thank you. So yeah, she just we sweet talked our way into just like getting it. All right. Adjust the inventory total anti-Fizzo's Spectrum vodka. Zero cases. Return to route. display current inventory. All right, there we go. Thank you, ma'am. That was quick and easy. Just had to spin her a yarn about you growing,
for life in an anti-encampment.
you know,
It's intense.
dangerous
Take
plans.
this terminal and trash it. That's it. I need a smoke.
Their
If you're about
problem.
to blast me about fixing that void-forsaken terminal, it'll have to wait. I'm entitled to a break like anyone else. It's in my contract.
Hello
I
there,
triple-checked.
Christina. Welcome. What do you do around here when you're not on break?
I'm a technician. I've been getting pressure from folks up top to deploy these Protectorate drones to the military camp on behalf of Auntie's Choice. The drones are ready to launch. All that needs doing is fixing their targeting priorities so they mark us as friendlies. But I can't breach the terminal's security protocols.
So I noticed a baton locked in one of the cases. Just so you know, if I help, I'm taking it.
What? Oh, yeah. Must have gotten jammed in there prior to the liberation. Truth be told, I'd forgotten about it. What with all the trouble this terminal's been giving me. If I can get these drones launched, you're welcome to help yourself to it.
Is there anyone with more experience who could help
Guessing
you?
that means you're flat out of ideas? Figures.
Hey, I haven't
Not
even
that I need
looked
to
at
help
it yet.
with some Protectorate townie, understand, but I might have heard my predecessor was odd-jobbing it around town these days. Magnus, I think his name was. Bet a fellow drone operator like him would have some insight into all this perplexity.
Say no more. I'll go see if I can find him. You would need hack 2 for that.
So many rumors flying around about the rifts. The lab codes can't figure them out.
All right. It's Galloway?
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted?
I did indeed. The Quartermaster's terminal is one large shipment of Spectrum vodka shorted.
How grand. That officially mops up the last of the mess from the buffoons that came before me. And, as promised, my good fortune is also your good fortune. And while this might be a tad fewer bits than you were hoping for, remember, you've also made allies that you'll find all across Arcadia. Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle near the middle. Like the one you passed on your way in. Find that rose, and you find Sub Rosa.
Cool. So, just so I know what I'm looking for here. What symbol are you talking about? Ah, this one. Okay. All right, let's confront Savannah. Oh, that's right. Trying to remember what. Let's see here. Saboteur, infiltrate. Okay. So you learn that Savannah, former confidant of DeVries, is hiding out in an abandoned chapel. That's right. All right, and then we need to find Zebulon. Okay, so, and we're looking for
This
magnets.
paradigm of yours, or sovereign, or whatever, does it really provide everything you want?
We are provided everything we need, not everything we want.
There's a difference?
You don't need
Wait,
what you want.
let me take a look here at the codex, the logs. What was there Magnus that, no, okay, so he's not listed there.
I suppose it's a subtle distinction.
Trust me, I need my Auntie's Choice Sprat Crisps. No way you need just 100.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
Not particularly, no, thank you. All right, let's try the bar. Bar's usually a good place to find people, right?
I ain't even close to hitting rock bottom yet. Middling bottom, sure, but not rock bottom.
No, this isn't. This is the police station. There's the tavern. Okay.
I see a huge opportunity for us in Fairfield. There's zero competition and plenty to drive people to drink. Welcome to the Name Pending Saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli.
The name
What'll it be,
pending,
stranger?
really? You have a name to
That is an
place it?
ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. Trying to find a name that would convince patrons to spend their hard-earned bits here. Like to hear a few contenders?
Sure.
At present, my top favorites are 1. The Drunken Haggler, 2. Accessories, 3. Absinthe-Minded, 4. The Fair Shake. Now tell me, which would make you spend your hard-earned bits here?
The absent-minded.
Well, that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan.
I mean, truthfully, you don't really have a 19-point plan, do you?
Shh, not so loud. Look, operating a new location sure ain't easy. Swear I get blamed for anything going wrong, whether it's my fault or some foul up from the local head office.
Makes
But
sense.
the nice thing about Fairfield, if you sound like you got some know-how, people believe just about any bit of hooey or bunkum you declare.
I bet you love to gossip as much as I do.
Why, sure. You'd be surprised how much loose talk and idle speculation occurs around here. What, between them Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Auntie's employees carping about work and the war. Any particular topic you have in mind?
Any word about the situation up north? Anything someone headed that way should avoid?
Tell you one thing you can't avoid. The bridge. No other way around it, and at present, it's held by Protectorate forces. We have a small contingent of troops bivouacked nearby. Forward Operating Base, they call it.
Anything you tell me about the people who are running this
Oh,
town?
Minister Milverstreet's blessed with the gift of gab.
Oh,
Swear
yeah.
he could sell bypass shunts to a Raptidon. Ain't one of them falsely magniloquent types, though. Sincere fella. Shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. Two traits Auntie's Choice highly prizes in a commander of corporate forces. To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot, whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption.
All right,
My
that should
pleasure.
cover it. Thank you.
Got anything for me in return?
I was frozen in space for the last 9 years after raiding a secret Protectorate base.
Apologies, but tall tales and poorly formed fabrications failed to impress me much. Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange.
That's the
but-
truth.
Oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur. All right. Appreciate you dropping by.
Someday, when I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come back here and buy this crummy tin pot saloon.
Let's see here. Auntie wants you to help you acclimate to your wondrous new freedoms. Confused by too many new choices? Here's a handy list of strategies to help you make sense of it all. Thoughtfully curated with you in mind. Only buy Auntie's products. Bits spent on our goods are returned to your pocket as your salary. It's the free market in action. Empower yourself with the latest AC products. Use new ones generously and throw away the old ones. You deserve only the best. You don't have to work for Auntie to enjoy her products, but it helps. Sell your stock to anyone with the bits to pay, and be sure to remind them how good you have it with Auntie's Choice. Support mankind's future prosperity. Persuade others to join our cause. Strangers are just customers you haven't met. Be a dynamic individual, skipping break time to enhance your profits. Persevere through any illness or hardship. You're worth it. Be efficient. Use your newfound freedoms to ensure your destiny is filled with all the goodness bits can buy. Remember, anytime you are not shopping is time you could be shopping. Reach your full potential today with Auntie's Choice. Yeah, that sounds about right. We're looking for somebody named Magnus. Hello? Anybody here? What is this place? It is true that persuasion has not been pushed aside in favor of battles and bloodshed. I hope to law this is not the case. Oh, but my age. Auntie is a corporation. So in the first Outer Worlds, there were several corporations. Auntie Cleo basically provided a lot of like medicines and pharmaceutical goods. Spacer's Choice dealt with like hardware, like weapons and armor and stuff like that. Between that game and this one, Auntie Cleo's took over Spacer's Choice and combined them into Auntie's Choice. Which, you know, it's probably a good thing that they added the S, the apostrophe S, otherwise people would go around saying it's Anti-Choice, which it really is. But yeah, it is a giant mega corporation that now deals with pharmaceuticals and weapons and armor, and basically they're trying to get as much productivity out of their workers as they can and get those same workers to give their money right back to the corporation. All right, I'm not gonna halted assimilation. E. Tinsley. Dear Mr. Tinsley, it is regrettable that you are harboring these thoughts. Given time, you'll most certainly make yourself useful to Auntie's Choice. If all else fails, simply find a mirror and gaze into your own magnificence, and I'm sure you'll find the feelings of inadequacy melt away. Works for me every time. Although, should these feelings stem from any lingering protectorate connections, I may be able to be of use. Do you perchance still possess any yet yea-saying compatriots reluctant to fully give themselves to Auntie? If so, Do tell your favorite minister so he might help you help yourself. So this is the minister's house.
You know, I'm really starting to feel hopeful about settling here in Fairfield.
Why settle? You can thrive.
Oh, good God.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Auntie Fizzles.
That is one form of engineering, I guess. All right, we are not... We're not able to be seen. Wanted, dead or alive. Protectorate drone. Reward on delivery. Hi. You don't look like a Magnus. Right, more propaganda. All right, let's take a look at the big map, the region map. So there's the person that we're supposed to confront. Then there's Zebulon. Okay. So we'll go to there first. Hoping that maybe there was like somebody here that we could talk to, but it does not look like it. Okay. All right.
Let's keep your lamps lit for wildlife.
Hostile wildlife. Familial classification of Raptidon detected ahead.
I swear that wasn't planned. Ready to wait. On your command.
Explosive grenades. Fun. The black powder. A Reports here. Transfer orders. Reassignment. Forward operating base. Direct report, Commander Emil Torres. Effective immediately. Do not engage with wildlife or Protectorate soldiers. The Raptidons here are not your friends. Do not treat them like the tame ones back home. Alright, so we should be able to get up to like this forward base here maybe, and then cut over.
Slow down. Schultz went where?
Alright.
Can't you see I'm on the clock here?
You seen Gary anywhere? No, he went off to relieve himself, but I reckon that was a handful of hours ago. You don't...
Anyone got lamps on Schultz? Anyone?
Who's Schultz?
Damned. Sallying into the wire like that with nary a wish in her pocket? What was she thinking? Did I not make clear our orders to hold the line here regardless of provocation? Should my instructions have been more robust? Perhaps assisted by pictures?
I'm afraid there's more bad news, Commander. She also took Scrabbles, sir.
Would that he'd done her more good. Seems Calamity has claimed 2 good soldiers today. You there. I don't normally sanction nameless passers-by giving ear to my private discourse.
Don't mind me, just
Whatever
passing
your
through.
purpose, I feel a contractual obligation to warn you against setting a heel past this base. If you go any further, you go alone and at your own peril. No Anti's forces are permitted beyond the forward position upon pain of disemployment and possible litigation. Our orders are to sit and mind the store for as long as need be.
So yeah, there you go. That tells you everything you need to know about this place. Yeah, it's literally like their worst punishments are 1, you'll get fired, 2, you'll get sued. What was that about a soldier that went out into a minefield?
First Officer Schultz's decision to enter the minefield was not sanctioned, approved, or encouraged. Frankly, I have no idea why she defied orders. Schultz was a good soldier, admirable sense of duty, less than optimal eyesight. Her loss will be felt in this unit. If only she had recognized the merits of our post. By steadfastly holding the line here, we forestalled any retribution the Protectorate would seek to inflict upon Fairfield. And we will continue said watch until orders change.
I got bad news about your reinforcements. Raptidon's got them on the road here.
Calamity digs its claws in deeper. Thank you for notifying me of their demise. I'll send a car for replacements, and pray we do not suffer another attack before then.
Aren't you mentioned a subordinate named Scrambles earlier? What's that?
I'd thank you to affix some ballast to that name when you speak it. Scrabbles has been integral to this unit's success for years. Outsiders may see him as a toy, but we've bled alongside that stuffed sprat. He's damn near family. Schultz obviously knew the risks and hoped he'd protect her through the minefield. Alas, even Scrabble's power has limits. Still would help morale to get him back, though.
Hold on, Scrabbles is a toy, and yet you think it's protecting you somehow?
I'll pardon your skepticism given your lack of acquaintance, and say only this. Ask not what Scrabbles achieves for us, but what we can achieve with him.
Okay. Yeah, that's all for now.
Before you depart, a final word. Stay out of the minefield. I won't be the one who answers to Carr when the Protectorate mistake your rootless gallivanting for encroachment.
Okay. So... Right. So there's, just north of here, there's a minefield. How obvious are the mines? Alright, maybe we should do a quick save here. What am, okay. Well, there's an exploded one, so we're on the right trail. Yeah, I don't see any way of telling what is and isn't a mine. Oh, okay. There we go. So we can actually see them. Have to be really careful. One right there. One right there. See, these have already been exploded. I don't know how sensitive they are. There he is. All right, so we got you your toy Sprat back. We just gotta get the hell out of here, preferably without going boom. Ooh, okay. All right.
I see you haven't gone and blown yourself up yet.
Nope. I think this might belong to you.
I'll be spaced. Scrabbles. Hardly the worse for wear. You've no grasp of what his return means to this unit.
No, I
Scrabbles
don't.
was originally a gift from my daughter. He fought with us during the Consolidation War and has seen this squad through every hard deployment since leaving Tau Ceti. He's also packed with some of the finest grade stimulants this side of legal.
Right.
Here, for your trouble. Livener like that comes in handy when you're in a pinch.
Thanks. I
Before
think
you
I'll
depart,
leave.
A final word. Stay out of the minefield. I won't be the one who answers to Carr when the Protectorate mistake your rootless gallivanting for encroachment.
I've been there and back again. Inhaler primers. Primers are special tools that synthesize healing medicine through your inhaler. In your inventory, you can equip and slot primers, changing the effects and potency of your medical inhaler. Be on the lookout for new primers that better fit your playstyle or upgrade the amount of healing you receive. Various perks and equipment also grant you additional inhaler slots, letting you equip more than one primer at a time. This increases the amount of healing you receive at the cost of higher toxicity whenever you use an inhaler. Alright, so now we can head out to the east. I think it is. I think this is east. I just realized I don't really know which way is north. I mean, I'm assuming north is up, is the upward part of the map. That's normally how maps are drawn, at least. Old temple. Yep, this looks old. And vaguely temple-like. Exogitation?
We're closed.
I mean, this isn't stealing, so... Babwich. Food and drink. Oh. Right. Hi.
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan.
You're a friend of Augustine de Vries, aren't you?
Why are you asking? Who are you?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying.
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
This is difficult for us. Let her explain what she's talking
The
about.
anguish she always seemed to battle with. I fear it may have finally overwhelmed her. And could likely be what's driven her to her present course of action.
And just what is her present course of action exactly?
I wish I knew. It's nothing good, I can tell you that. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor.
Victor's the guy who you accused her of conspiring with, right?
How did... You saw her terminal,
You
didn't
finally
you?
figured it out, huh?
Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me.
Did she ramble on about the Sentinels versus the cult of corporatism serial a lot?
Among other things. For some reason, she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Didn't matter to DeVries, though. She just kept going over it and over it. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That, and the invasion itself, set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again.
Wait, again?
She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never slept, didn't talk to anyone if she could avoid it. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. Or worse.
How did you two meet?
We became friends when she... well, she saved me. I'd said something without thinking. Must have been distracted. We all know to watch every last word we say. For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter. And she convinced him he didn't hear what he actually did. No one does that. Void, I didn't think anyone could.
Was she part of the Order?
We all were, originally, before the schism. But she never gave it up, even when it became illegal to even mention their name. Which was surprising with how angry she seemed to be getting with them, even as she was deep into scheming with Victor and the others. She even continued to sign her messages, "See you in the equation." It's all so confusing.
Right. What do you know about what she was doing at the Vox station?
What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much, at least to me. She may have spoken to Victor about it.
Seems like knowing her was unsettling for you.
She ain't the only one.
It's difficult to explain. She spoke about things in unfamiliar ways. I felt her words to be freeing, at first. But slowly, I began to feel unmoored, doubting everything I ever knew. She said learning the truth of things was worth it. But now I question whether her truth was just more of her penchant to sow chaos, no matter who may be caught in her schemes. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all. Others, I can't help but miss her. Even with everything.
Know a little something about that, too.
Did you ever see her again, Servana?
I did try to. Once. After the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow even tried to recruit me.
Was she there? Did you talk to her?
No. Nearest I could surmise, she'd left just prior to the fall of Fairfield. I'm ashamed to admit, I did break into her safe. She used the same code for everything. 15-778.
That is Agent DeVries' identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty.
Is it true that the Order somehow helped Antes invade, like the Protectorate is saying?
No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. And they had to answer the accusations the Order leveled at them.
It's all fascinating, but I have to find her before she does something drastic. Goodbye.
I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her.
She's definitely, okay. I'll see what she has to say for herself when I find her before deciding anything.
That's all I can ask.
Trauma kit, a necklace. All right, so we can put in a couple more points here. Well, we'll bump up our guns and we'll go ahead and keep leveling up our lockpicking. Easily distracted. Your skills are erratic to say the least, but the jack of all trades is often sometimes better than the master of one. It usually is the same. You can raise you can raise more skills faster, though it will be harder than ever to maximize any particular one. Warning! Once selected, this flaw cannot be removed. When leveling up, you can only add skill points into your lowest non-zero skill or any skill you have already, or any skill you have no points in already. Okay, so, I mean, that's... No, I think I'm going to reject that one. Alright. Now, we want to make our way out even further east. Come on, Niles, let's go meet your buddy. I appreciate how they've got, like, the people are, like, kind of named, or kind of have their images on the mini-map, so you know which one's which and where they are. I don't know what that building is, but, ooh, it looks very heavily guarded, doesn't it?
Research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri-Center. You must help me. You must! My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri-Center. You must help me. You must!
Okay. We need to change the audio a bit here. Bump that up a bit, but we're going to bring the effects down. Alright, there we go.
My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
Cure for what?
Hello?
Okay, that's enough.
Stop that scrounging around.
Word is Milver Street is ordering a watch on the Protectorate survivors in Westport. Once any change is reported.
I hate that kind of work. It always sounds like so much effort. That kind of thing ain't even on my...
All right, so the lab is right over there.
Milver Street is offering bits
Scout
rewards
report.
for anything.
Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir. Excellent. At ease, Scout. Glad to hear that they have...
There we go. All right, so he is up there. This looks like a big old accident.
Must be at least a few usable parts in here. Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris?
Just a bit of scrap, nothing complete. Can I ask why?
Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly depleted. I need to find some parts to convert some of our auto-mechanicals, non-combat parts. Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bombs sure take their toll, don't they?
What are you exactly trying to convert them to do?
Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. Used to be a sight to behold, but the war hasn't been kind to it. To any of us.
Which is the way of war.
True enough. A few years ago, I couldn't have imagined us running short of anything. And now here I am, digging through scrap for parts. But I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hunt, you understand?
Where was this convoy of mechs headed?
Unless I missed my guess, this looks like it was transporting damaged and malfunctioning automechs from the Vox station to the Automech Repair Center to the south of here. The center is... Say, you don't work for Antes, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're digging for intelligence.
I assure you, I am not.
Fair enough. As I was saying, the Automech Repair Center is south of here. Regrettably, subjects of Westport no longer have access to the repair center, hence my need to scavenge.
Been a pleasure, but I have to go.
And please inform me if you happen upon any usable parts. There must be at least a few usable parts in here. Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else.
Right, there's like all kinds of nasty shit. All right, so let's just keep on heading north and get Niles to talk to his buddy up here. Or his used to be buddy, I guess.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Ship's over. I have no life outside this place, you know.
A life? Outside our lab? No. Audacious advances requires commitment.
Be advised. Physiological cues indicate acute cantankerousness in nearby armed guards.
Dangerous enemies with skulls of their head next to their health bar are dangerous, signifying that you might be too underleveled to fight them. If you're having trouble overcoming them, try gaining a few levels before coming back. Like leaders or bosses, these enemies are restrained to certain powerful effects, resistant to powerful effects, and must be dealt enough damage to make them weak first.
Guards, a stealthy approach is suggested.
Yeah, I might hold off on that a bit.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Man. So this place is overrun with crabbles, huh?
Engaging combat protocols.
Well, those are just eggs. All right, let's take our rookie's reward.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Emergency protocols ready.
Premium cigarettes. So yeah, your buddy lives in this hellhole? Oil. Find the sweet spot. Bang it. Body found. That's nice. You guys aren't going to need any of this stuff. Y'all dead. All right, there we go. Cool mag pick. Yeah, I'll take that. All right. There is a rift, I think.
Confronting threat.
Sit or sprint? Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Motherload of loot. Plenty to get me back in the sprag race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hope the crabbles skedaddle. Or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
Yeah, you don't know what good or great means, do you?
Sequencing attack strategies.
Okay, so our gun has leveled up again. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to this place. Like, looked like maybe there was an attack of some sort. And then all these crabbles came in. Waterlogged Protectorate Medicine. Okay. And Prestige Soda. Up here. High security box, which is great, but we still don't have enough keys to open up the one that we've got right now, so at least there's some that we don't have to kill. E. Trauma kits. Shit ton of food. Like, my God. Food, drink. Ooh, they even have some prestige soda. That's toilet soda. Tossball card. 1+1 to our toxicity resistance. All kinds of candy. Oh my goodness. And somebody had like a little shrine to Auntie Cleo's. Or Auntie's Choice, sorry. That's still gonna take a lot to get used to. Permission required. Please plug in login credentials. Enter the passcode already written in. Go, 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 get her. Hidden ambitions. Were it but offered, I would revel in the life of a minor functionary within middle administration. But such is not my lot under the Protectorate. Once one is delegated to a post, there they must remain. What is a person with ambition meant to do here, I ask? Besides wallow in obscurity and oft-times wonder how I might fare within Auntie's choice freewheeling mediocritic society. Though to even consider such thoughts is to court swift rendition to a mental refreshment center. As of uncertainty. Alright, I'm just gonna like buzz through those because I'm not gonna sit here and read all of somebody's like, you know, ramblings about how much he wants to live in, you know, the corporate world. Trust me, buddy, it ain't that grand. A fiction periodical chronicling the exploits of Earth Directorate agent Commander Zane and her sidekick Buddy. A label inside the cover reads SAQ Volume 1 of 10 from the Library of Redactor Quiznell, Ministry of Accuracy. Oh, it's Science Adventure Quarterly. That's what SAQ was. Okay. So even out here, they're like, yeah, so, you know, we love the fictional Earth Directorate. Another perfectly perfect day. A reliably kept journal for later reminiscence and routine sentinel review. Mid-year 2358. 0700 hours awoke to another day of comfort and security with gratitude to vigilant Hogarth and our sovereign in his benevolence. 0730 hours. Broke morning fast with a nourishing meal of tribute pancakes prepared with the typical automechanical flair. 10:30 hours. Noticed neighbor Doherty taking his normal afternoon walk much earlier today. Bears further scrutiny, possible reporting. 12:30 hours. Neighbor Reynald arrived for our crafts activity. Brought a freshly pre-baked certainty sweet cake. He expressed great contentment with our perfect life, yet pondered if it might ever end. 12:32 hours reported neighbor Ryland. 12:45 hours ate the sweet cake. 1700 hours enjoyed evening meal while being a beacon to the cosmos, nourished physically and spiritually. 2000 hours retired listening to everyone's neighbor Prudence on the wireless, untroubled by doubt or concern. Another perfect day ends for the glory of the sovereign, Emily Woodham, a vital cog. Yeah, somebody, like, seriously is just, like, deep in their bullshit. I appreciate that they actually have, like, an animation now rather than just, oh, you unlocked the door. Congratulations. The tribute pancakes. I suppose I should get the snake spitter, the revolver that takes that actually takes the shotgun rounds. All right, so we've been in there. We've been in there. Yeah. Don't think we've been in the. Well, there isn't really much of an inn in this one, is there? That's a pretty fancy looking grill. Dude, are you sure your buddy still lives out this way?
This looks like the place. No, I haven't felt this high-strung since Horizon Point. Just hope he's here.
Hello?
Niles.
Well.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
So don't just stand there, Niles. Introduce me to your friend.
Zeb, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine.
We're working together to save Arcadia, a cause I assume you'd support.
That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
You know, I'm just gonna let Niles respond.
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
What was that about?
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
All right. Look,
I am.
I'm in if Niles
Without
is.
question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Haven't found a way to reach the Vox station yet, so it might take a while.
Let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving, and that my friend's pain threshold withstands any attempts to soften them up for the consul.
I have some questions before I go. I'll be
I'll
quick.
answer what I can.
How did a Protectorate doctor end up turning
If
rebel
you must
fighter?
know, it was my sister.
I mean, that's a good question.
A neighbor reported her for some misconduct, and she was taken to be refreshed. I never heard what her alleged crime was meant to be. The woman who returned was nigh unrecognizable. The injustice of it rattled me. And once I began to look into what had happened, the more discomfort I felt. Then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Made Arcadia feel so small, claustrophobic. repressive. And my smoldering resentments became a full conflagration.
About your stint in mental refreshment.
Stop there. I know what you would ask, but I've done my best to put that unpleasant experience behind me. Please respect my wish to avoid reopening closed wounds.
All right, fine. What can you tell me about your neighbors?
The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here. I feel kindly toward them.
By neighbors, I was, referring to Westport.
Ah, of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've explored the nearby settlement. I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace, which has been to my benefit. I do believe that one day, the truth of the Protector's iniquity will be too obvious to ignore. But for now,
fingers crossed,
a crowbar could pry open all those shut eyes.
I think that's all I need for now. They're right. We need to rescue them, but I don't think that that actually has a... I don't think that actually has a... Okay, so... Right. We need to get them before they leave. But I don't think that there's actually... Okay, we do have a fast travel point there. Good. Because we do need to head back to the ship. We need to head back to the ship, and we need to, like, open up... we need to do some crafting, basically. That's, like, one of the key things that we need to do. So... There's the workbench up here. All right. So, +1 to toxicity crash threshold. Bits, bypass shunt. Wow, apparently I was... Okay. Hide safe key with Val. Oh, so Val had the safe key, huh? And apparently I was hiding my booze? Or the previous captain was? I'm not sure. Right, this is Niles' room, apparently. I'm surprised he didn't take over the captain's spot.
Injuries detected. Please seek medical assistance prior to loss of consciousness. How may this unit assist you, Commander? This unit is available to answer any queries. Which member of the Incognito would you like assessed? Agent Ibarra has resumed regular exercise and no longer requires hourly provocation to move. These are all strong indicators of improved mental health.
Yeah, that would... What kind of
Verbal
provocation?
reminders were supplied, followed by non-penetrative nudging. Agent Ibarra's lack of motion was becoming a cause for concern. However, this unit maintains full confidence in his resiliency and current combat readiness. This unit is ready to answer any and all queries.
All right, so... I mean, we really were just pretty much almost at full capacity, so we didn't really need to do that. But as long as it keeps her off our back. Alright, breakdown. I want to go ahead and break down the junk. Alright, break down all junk. Yes. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to come here to crafting. So we can do a light pistol silencer. All right, so if we say, take a look at Rookie's Reward. I thought I made one of them, didn't I? Machine pistol. I need a light pistol. We only have a light revolver. Okay, we have acquired ammunition, Val. I'm kind of surprised by that, actually, Ras. Did they change the name of the blind pig? I haven't been downtown in... I haven't been downtown in a long time. Alright, so... Right. Val.
Awaiting orders. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
Alright, let me see here. So... Right, we need to acquire keys to unlock the box. Right, apparently we have a quest there for purloined stuff. Auntie's Choice stumps on the competition. Auntie's Choice is the best choice. That is a whole lot better than it's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice. Which was just, yeah, that was a horrible, horrible thing. So locate Redactor Quizno. Pursuit of purloined propaganda. If you return the periodical you found... Oh, right. Okay. I'm kind of surprised we aren't like able to just fast travel to there. Let's not take a flying leap. We should be able to repair this now, right? Oh, but we need to repair it from down at the bottom. Oh, we could have jumped up here and done it that way. That's nice to know now. And we don't need that. Then a fresh one. Pull you out, replace you, and fixed. Right, this is somebody's... Yeah, this is somebody trying to get others to join Auntie's Choice. Hi.
Oh, what's this? Non-protectorate personnel just sauntering up onto my porch, free as they please. Admit I'm accustomed to a higher standard of precaution. State your purpose, outsider, or exit yon way you came.
Redactor Quesnel? I found something that had your name on it. Is this yours?
Ah, I see you've discovered some of my misappropriated materials. Careful labeling proves prudent and useful yet again. Here, for your effort. A full set of Science Adventures Quarterly was stolen from me and sold to various unknown parties across the island. Since you've already proven adept at their repossession, I would put it to you to locate the rest. In exchange, I will provide you with rarities and bits.
Okay. Sure, I'll find your missing volumes.
Ah, quite right. In fact, delightful. I am pleased you are on the case, as it were. So very Zane and Buddy. Return again when you have another 4 volumes, and I will trade them for more valuable oddities. Stay true, outsider.
Right, so we need the Vox relay. Right, the... Alright. Let's go to Fairfield and figure out who we're going to side with here. I'm kind of leaning towards the aggressive gal, mostly because of the fact that I don't like the idea of anybody in Auntie's Choice, of anybody, period, but especially somebody in Auntie's Choice being like, oh yeah, we now know how to, like...
I've been bartering with the defectors.
On how to, like, you know, mind warp somebody.
Traded one Borst rocket for a whole tin of prestige Borst flow. Straight up.
Soda that drinks like a soup. Available in pulp or extra pulp.
Such perfect products.
Straight up. And I got a raw deal. Did you know those slackwits don't even fry their meat products? It's like eating a soggy dish sponge.
Feed that crud to a stray Canaan.
Told my manager, a man is not a slice of nanner, Mr. Overby. Then I said, I am more than some commonplace.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
Okay, so now we actually have his key card. Where is his office, though? Where does he keep his lovely little secrets? any way of going up further? Doesn't look like it. Oh. Doesn't look like we can go up any further from in here. But we can from out here. This just like the powers to the... Fairfield, now brought to you by Auntie's Choice. Hollow emitters are commonly found in Auntie's Choice advertisements, but doubtless they can be used in more pragmatic application. I'm not going to steal that yet. I think that would piss them off. And as of right now, we kind of don't want to piss them off. All right, that's... All right. As long as we're not being seen, we'll steal shit. Steal all the shits. What were you? Oh, yeah, you were the... Okay. Alright, so maybe we need to find his house, which I think we found it down here.
These incessant jingles over the loudspeakers. Do they ever cease?
Nope. I probably hear them.
Yeah, this was... Yeah, property... Okay, so this is his house. Why do you have so many bypass shunts? Worst? Right, so a designator triple barrel shotgun. And 900 and some odd bits. So now we don't have to worry about, like, going against him because we've already got the reward.
It's all so confusing for us protectorate folk. Do you mind if I...
This is... Sentinel Lorenz. Administrator code? Twice this week I've input the wrong code and locked myself out of the terminal. If it happens the third time, I suspect I will be recommended for mental refreshment due to insufficient recollection. Given how scattered I've felt, maybe that would be for the best. I keep waiting for the Sovereign to call me up to combat the invaders, but no, I have orders to remain here in Fairfield. No matter. I must remain diligent. Perhaps I'll write the code down and pin it to the refrigerator or some such until I've properly memorized it. Not as though I entertain visitors. Aha! What looks like terminal administrator's code has been written to the scrap. Access administrator controls. Unseal the cellar. Where is the cellar? Aha. Of course, I go around one way, it's the other.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples.
Apples? What are you talking about?
Is that not why you've come? Because you discovered our recent larceny at the greenhouse?
Actually, I stumbled upon you by complete accident. Wait, why would you ransack the greenhouse?
The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays.
You must have been starving to risk your lives for food.
Starving? Hardly. We have greater stores of strength than you suppose. This hunger is a momentary distraction, nothing more.
Even a distraction can be fatal at the right moment.
If you are conniving for some concession of weakness, you will be a long time waiting. Enough! We know what is expected of us, and we have readied ourselves to meet death in all its personas. Have you?
You did me a big favor here. I knew someone, or something, had been absconding with food from the greenhouse, but never in a million skips would I have guessed it were stowaways. Huh. Guess I had this mystery all wrong. Small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish.
Hey, I won't judge. Tell me.
I lost a friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind. Like I said, foolish.
Sounds like she was real special to you. Not at all. It's difficult to lose people you care about. We all grieve differently. Nah, she sounded like she was real special for us.
Yeah. Well, that feels good to say aloud, even if it hurts too. Romantic entanglements ain't exactly encouraged between troopers, especially in the same division. Supposedly compromises our decision-making in the field. But I
yeah,
digress.
I could see that.
Thanks for your help, and for listening to my languishments. Glad someone else might remember her now, too.
Like, I didn't even know you guys were down here. I just came down because, well, I saw the code. All right, so we can... let's see here. Let's put one in speech and one in guns. We can do Space Ranger, which will increase our speech. And we can do increase our range damage and critical chance. Serendipitous Slayer. You gain an innate critical hit chance with pistols and SMGs. Additionally, critical hits with these weapons are automatically reload a small portion of the weapon's magazine. I think what we'll do the greater range damage. Let's hear, because this is marksmanship rifles, pistols, and shotguns deal increased damage. While the magazine of one of these weapons is half empty, also gain a bonus critical hit chance. You know what? We haven't been leveling up our... let's see here. Yeah, we haven't been leveling up our companions. Niles puts himself in the enemy's line of fire to protect his comrades. Enemies are more likely to target him, and he will occasionally fire at enemies not targeting him, taunting them. Or I'm taking him down, Niles ignores a portion of the target's armor and will target enemies' weak spots, dealing more damage. You know what? I want you to tank for me. And Valerie, you can do armor operation, increases our armor rating, or increase health instantly. Ah, okay, increase your health instantly, basically. All right, yes, we'll do that one. Now, Sheriff, you still down here? Yes.
Emmeline will be pleased not to have to worry about her fruits and such going missing anymore.
Yep. Okay, so that was unexpected. Wow, they even like dropped some mock fruits in the direct. Yeah. They just like totally dropped freaking mock fruits all around. You guys were horrible thieves. Of course, the sheriff isn't exactly great. He just basically was...
Man character of yours, is he some kind of...
No, just sort of a mascot.
All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and save it here. And tomorrow we're going to start in on the main, on some of the more poignant stuff. Like we're going to side with the gal who wants to take down, who wants to sabotage the repairing of the auto mechanicals, rather than learn the secrets of brainwashing, because that just gives me ickies. But that's gonna have to wait until Monday because we're all out of time for today. So now, oh, there we go. Okay. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to prod that subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below. That's our Facebook page, our Twitter account, our Tumblr account, Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for our Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, in about an hour and a half, we're going to be back doing some House Flipper 2, doing the Halloween stuff for House Flipper 2 and for Power Wash Simulator. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheers.